well, so just kind of bear with me for a second. Look at you if you do not already see it or do not have it. All you gotta do is subscribe to my channel and you'll always see it. That's for sure. I think I know where to go. There it is. And here we go. We'll get that link. Follow that. It'll bring you all the way to YouTube where we're going live right now. So hi, YouTube. Hope everyone's doing well. Quick news and updates for us. It's been a little bit of a slow week here with the Deuce Kirk team. I will say briefly, we did have a passing within our family members. So not me personally, but on our team, we had one of our team members lose someone. So briefly, quickly, everyone say you love them. Let your family and friends know. Just never know when that last time is going to be that last time. So that's one thing. So we'll jump right into it. It's been a fun Saturday, though. I'm not going to lie. We've had a showing in Lexington with a new client, and he's really excited about it. I think we're going to be able to find him something relatively quickly, as because the market is starting to move faster and faster, as you'll see here when we do our statistics here shortly. And also trying to think. Oh, we have some listings coming up. We've got one coming up in Berea, real nice, 5,000 square feet, right at 400K. It's in about 2 acres. We will probably do a video tour of that, and I will try to get that released as soon as possible. So that way, if you are in the market, you're looking kind of in the Berea, Richmond area, we'll definitely get that out for you. And we'll have one coming in for sales in the coming weeks. So for sales, as you're going to see, has minimal inventory out. We had no new listings this weekend for sales, so just kind of a heads up, we will have those coming here, on the channel as well. So let's go ahead. I know it's Saturday. Let's jump right into it. Details on homes closed, and I just realized I don't have my cool microphone out. We're gonna have to get that microphone out real quick. Because I know sometimes it doesn't sound that good. You guys are gonna see how quickly I can get this set up. It's pretty awesome that I can just flip it around so it's not bothering me. There we go. Now I'm sure that sounds a little bit better. Hope you guys are doing okay. We have a new puppy, by the way. We just added a new member to the family, and his name's Copper. He's a black lab, just like Woodford is. So I'm sure you will be seeing many photos of him in the coming weeks. Yes, he's very lively. Sleeps for 30 minutes, plays for 30 minutes. It's just nonstop as a puppy. So homes closed this past week in Lexington. There was 41 closed, week one, 26. So as you can start to see, it is going to pick up because Georgetown's the exact same. Week one, there was only 7. Week two, you had 14. I mean, that's a dramatic jump. For sales, very, very slow. So it's consistent. It's on pace. You see the total for January is 12. So right now they're kind of on that consistent train. All the outliers, suburb cities, again, not a lot going on. Winchester, week one, you had 6. This past week, you had 7. You had total in January is 20. So doing pretty good consistent wise, at least. You know what to expect. Paris, Paris is actually moving a little bit better. In January, you only had 5 closings total, and you had 5 this past week. So Paris is definitely picking up the pace a little bit. Nicholasville, you actually had 8. You had 15 total in January, but you had 8 this past week all by itself. So I would expect as we move closer and closer to March, these numbers, ladies and gentlemen, are going to get up. So if you're a buyer, you don't really want to wait till everyone else jumps on the market and starts to um, compete because that's when prices are gonna go back up, and you're not gonna wanna do that. You're not gonna wanna have to compete, with all the different buyers at that point. So if you're ready right now, we need to get you going. And Richmond, total 47 in January, 14, 20. Yeah, we're on pace uh, with breaking those numbers in Richmond, which I'm not too, surprised by that. Frankfurt, real big jump. So Frankfurt is definitely, moving a little bit quicker. We actually have a closing in Frankfurt coming up on the 27th, and so that's pretty exciting. That's for a listing that we had, so we sold it in like 36 hours. Like, we sold it quick. It's all about how you price it. Seriously. Uh, Homes that went under contract. So these are homes that were on the market and someone put an offer and the sellers accepted that offer. So now they are in process of closing. And as you can see, 53, 40, almost 200 total in January. So kind of on pace for January. Maybe it'll pick up. I think it's going to pick up without a doubt. Georgetown, again, Georgetown's picking up pace. So if you're looking in Georgetown, I just keep an eye out there because you're gonna see a lot more homes going under contract. So here's for sales. Week one, you only had 5. Week two, you had 11. It's gonna pick up. More and more buyers are coming. Winchester took a little bit of a drop. Winchester's slowing down a little bit. Same thing with Paris. Paris, but I mean, that's more consistency. So you had total 10 in January. We're halfway through the month and they're at 5. So Paris is pretty on point with what they're doing. But Nicholasville's picking up a little bit. You had total 15 in January. We're in week 2 and we're about to break that. So Nicholasville's going to pick up. Richmond, you had 6 this past week. Week 1, you had 11. So slowing down. Again, slowing down in Richmond. Frankfurt, I mean, yeah, Frankfurt's gonna shatter January's numbers. It'll probably double January's numbers when it's all said and done. So let's look at the new homes that just came on the market. These are some numbers that you definitely want to keep track of. You had 34 last week, you had 28 this week. Total active, you have over 200 properties in Lexington that are currently active and for sale, and they're averaging right at 3 months on the market. Georgetown, let's see what we're doing. Georgetown, not a lot. I mean, they have 195 properties, which is battling Lexington's active list, but not as near many homes going. Now, you saw that they're closing. The homes are going under contract. You had 23 and 12. I mean, this is the previous homes that went under contract. So I would expect Georgetown, you might hit an inventory slump here in the near future. So if you're looking at Georgetown, I would not wait for spring, ladies and gentlemen, just because as you can see, there's no guarantee that homes are going to come out. So if you're thinking about shopping, we need to get you on it right now. So like here's for sales. For sales only got 28 properties out there right now. You had 4 last week, 0 go out this week. So for sales, it's going to be a tough inventory market right now. And then you got Winchester. Winchester, similar numbers, only about 60 properties in total, averaging about 3 months currently. But the good ones are going to go quick. The ones that are priced right, don't need a lot of work. They're going to be gone in days. Paris, same thing. 27 properties total, averaging over 3 months on the market. Nicholasville only had 2 come out this week, 6 last week. So Nicholasville, you're in a little bit of an inventory um, slump. I mean, you got 81, so you got more than some of these other areas. Richmond, you're at 142. They're averaging 4 months almost. Yeah, almost 4 months. So just keep an eye out that if you're looking into the Richmond, Kentucky area, just again, keep an eye out but they're pumping homes out each week, which is great. Frankfurt, 70 in total, 12 last week, 8 this week. Okay. So let's see what these are homes that close. So when I showed you homes that closed recently, um, these are the days that they were average on the market. So kind of similar as you can see, a little bit over a month first week. You had well over a month. This is important. So if you're thinking about listing your home, these are things to think about and, how quickly homes are selling and where they're selling. So, I mean, Georgetown, if you put your home out, odds are you're gonna at least take a month because in January it only took 24 days, which that was the average total of all weeks combined. So that's not too bad, but it's for some reason slowing down in Georgetown. For sales, yeah, these are days on the market. So they're averaging 2 weeks because there's no inventory. So if your house is in decent shape and for sales, it's going to sell very, very quickly. Winchester, it's taking a while. It's going to take you a minute in Winchester. So again, but we price it right. If you price it right, it's going to sell. People are shopping. Promise you, people are shopping. Same thing with Paris. I mean, we just had a closing for a house in Paris last week, and it's happening. They sell, but you gotta have it priced right, and you just gotta make sure it's marketed and make sure people know about it, and you're gonna sell it. Nicholasville, 19 days, again, but that's minimal inventory issue. So, the good ones are gonna come, and they're gonna go quick. They're gonna go very, very quick. Richmond, we got averaging a month consistently, 36 days. That's pretty impressive. Excuse me. Okay, so Frankfurt, homes that are averaging 45 days. The reason they are lasting so long, it's just because they're overpriced. It doesn't matter if your house is beat up, torn up, needs a lot of TLC. Those homes are going to sell. Like we actually just had a client last week. We went and looked at a house that needs like a complete remodel, head to toe, but it was priced right. It had multiple offers, and we had a all cash offer closing in 2 weeks and 10 grand over listing price. We didn't get it. So that's why pricing your home is so important, and that's why on this team, we take that very, very seriously because we know if we price it right, we're gonna flood your home with tons of buyers, and you're probably gonna sell for more than what you originally wanted to. So these are just for the closed homes, this is the average price. You're right at 300K here in Lexington. Those was just the homes that just sold. Georgetown, a little bit less expensive, but the first week, I mean, it was 358. So you're going to be looking anywhere between for a good, decent home, 270 through 350. I mean, you got to look at those price ranges if that's for quality. For sales, you're going to have some really nice homes out there, especially out that beautiful horse country. So I'm not shocked when I see numbers like that, especially when there's only a few homes that sell. Winchester, you can see a little bit more consistency. You're in between that 190 to 240 range, and you're going to get yourself a nice little home out here. I mean, our home was in that price range, and it's in great shape. So this is Paris. You got some nice homes out in Paris too, which is why you'll see that number. The 173, 750, that seems a little bit more consistent. So we'll see how it all shakes out here at the end of the month when we do the average for all of them. Average sold price for closed homes in Nicholasville, 240, 302. So see, again, a little bit more consistency in the Nicholasville range. And so again, a 240 home in Nicholasville is going to be very different from a 240 home in Lexington. You're going to have more square footage. You're going to be sitting on more land. So those are things to consider when you're looking at homes. If you can cross that county line, money's going to go a little bit further. So Richmond, again, 285, 281, 340. Yeah, that 340 home in Lexington is nothing compared to a 340 home in Richmond. Very, very nice home. And then average for Frankfurt, super, super consistent between that 225 and 260 range. I know it's our state capital, but you're gonna be able to find some really nice homes out in Frankfurt as well. Let's look at the sold to list ratio, see what that average is. And so right now, as you can see, 97%, 99%, it's gonna get closer and closer to 100 as we get closer to the spring, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are thinking about buying, you're going to want to try to get in there before everyone else starts up in Georgetown. 100%, 99%. So it's already happening in some of these areas. For sales, 102, 102, 97. Winchester's a little bit down. 94, 95. So you're gonna be able to probably find a deal in those in that area. Paris, same thing, 90% in January. No one was shopping in January. 95, 96, 96. So again, Nicholasville, you're gonna probably be able to find something. Richmond, not so much, 100%, 97%. You're gonna see that more and more as we continue to do these every single week. So 98%, 93%. Let's jump into our main question. I heard copper at the door, so sorry about that. Is it time to sell? Yeah. I mean, we're selling homes. It doesn't matter what city you're in. If you're priced right, you're gonna sell it. It's that simple. And if you are curious about how we do that, please shoot us an email. We'll do a seller's consultation for you, and we'll break down the whole process of how we get to the right price and why it's important that we get you that right price. Because then we're gonna flood your home with buyers. And we're gonna get you more than what you probably thought you were gonna get your home for. So is it time to sell? This is a great time to sell. There's not a lot of inventory out, especially in all the outlier areas. So if you live in those areas, it's a great time to think about putting your home out. Is it time to buy? Absolutely, it is the time to buy. If you can afford it, you can, afford the loan, the down payment, and everything like that. y- We need to get you out of renting. Just always remember, renting is 100% interest. Always is, and you take none of that with you when you leave. So, that first home, especially if it's your first time, may not be your dream home, that's okay. It's to get you to your dream home. Okay, we get you in this house, you pay it off, some of the mortgage for the next 5 years. Home appreciates, okay? It's gonna go up and up and up for the next 5 years. I mean, just go research some of these homes that are selling right now and what they sold for, like, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I mean, it's a dramatic difference. Some are 50, 60, $70,000, and you're paying off probably 40, $50,000 in equity towards your mortgage. And so, I mean, you're walking out with 120 grand at that point, going towards that next house. It makes a huge difference for you. So that gets you to your dream house. You can't get that while you're renting. So just understand that, and that's why it's so important that if that's one of your goals, I mean, we gotta get you there. It's gonna be 5 years. We'll get you there in 5 years, but we gotta start you here to get to that next point, okay? And if you're thinking about that, or is that something that just keeps popping up in your head, again, it's free buyer's consultation. I do free buyers, free sellers consultation. It doesn't cost you a dime to figure out what's going on in the market and where you sit and where you wanna be. So just always think about that. So we've got some more videos coming out. If you haven't seen my most recent video, I'm going to feature some businesses here in the Lexington and surrounding areas. I've already done a few of them so far, and it's something to help you in the community grow your business, grow your platform, grow your marketing, and you know, helps everyone out. So I love doing stuff like that. So if it's something that interests you, shoot me an email. Like I said, we'll set up a free meeting. We'll talk about what you're doing, what your service is, what your business is, and how I can best help you out. So this channel's growing every single week. I mean, we're up to 5,000 views a month at this point, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. So if you have a service that you think the world needs to know about that will, help everybody else, let me know, man. I'm throat's dry. I need to get something. Boston just started playing again. They actually just gave up. Oh gosh, it's just the Islanders. So, you guys, I'm gonna go hang out with my family now. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Other than that, have a great day.